Morning, Wayne. Morning, Keyshawn.
Hey.
Morning, Duck Boat Paul.
Duck Boat P in the house.
You're in the house. We'll see how long that lasts.
Oh, hey, Skip, this is going on till next June.
Is it? Okay.
Until somebody else's crown.
All right. Fair enough. And let me say good morning to anyone out there who stayed up to watch all of Team Canada versus Team USA last night right here on FS1. Team USA fell behind 11-1, but slowly took back over, eventually won 86-72. No huge surprise there. But Paul Pierce, your biggest takeaway from last night.
Let me tell you something. I didn't want to go here, but
to
me, I think the clear leader of this team is Ant-Man. Listen, let me tell you something.
Leader off the court?
Leader of this team on the court.
On the court, okay.
Because what I saw was the USA team started the older guys, Steph, LeBron, they got off obviously to a slow start, but, you know, they only been in training camp for 4 days, and so haven't had a lot of practice. But I noticed the game changed when Ant-Man got in, Tatum, Anthony Davis. It's like his personality took over the USA team.
Yep.
And once he came in and made it clear, because he halfly joked, but I know he was kind of serious, like, hey, y'all got to play through me.
He did.
You know, he said that.
Play around me.
He said, y'all got to play, you got to play around me. You got to build it through me. I know he was kind of jokingly saying it, but I felt like he really meant it in a certain kind of way, because that's what it looked like when he came into the game, when the U.S. was struggling and they needed a jolt in the arm, he was that one. So it almost makes me wonder if he should be starting. But you know what? You got to give respect to the OGs, LeBron, Steph, and the guys, you know, MB, the guys who are ahead. You know, the USA is not going to lose anyway. Team Canada, regardless of who they put out there, Team Canada, if this is the team with the second best odds to win gold or silver or whatever, or medal, and the USA is as rusty as they were yesterday, I don't see nobody even coming close. I think we're going to see scores like we saw in the Dream Team 1, where we're going to see a lot of teams losing by like 20 and 30 points. But Ant-Man's personality just took over to me. I saw it on the court. I saw it on the sidelines when they was walking back to the timeout, him, you know, looking at Bron like, you know, come on, Steph, you know, come on. And you know, this guy is going to be, you know, right now he's established himself as a USA star, but he's going to be an international star before these Olympics is over.
You know, it's funny Paul starts off by saying Ant-Man, because obviously that's the way I feel. I feel like it got going once he stepped on the floor. Now, I don't really care who starts, Skip, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
As far as they can start.
Well, trust me, they care. They do. I don't care what you say. LeBron James ain't coming off nobody's bench.
But that's fine.
Right.
That's fine from an ego standpoint.
No, Joe, I'm just talking about ego.
It's an ego.
This is Ant-Man's team, probably.
But in the end, they can take all 5 guards and whatever guard and put them out there on the floor, they're going to win, because they're better than everybody else. There's no question about it. But in terms of the intensity, all of those sort of things, when you getting Tatum and AD along with Ant-Man stepping onto the floor and basically giving somewhat of a little bit of a jolt, that's what they needed, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
And so when you talk about it, and Steph played well too. I mean, they just all, when you look at the box score, pretty much everybody except Embiid didn't even really play because he fouled out. I looked up, I was like, he got 5 fouls already?
Yeah.
But I don't know what that was about, but I'm sure they'll get that fixed. You know, you got your veteran leaders, and obviously you got your the leader of all in LeBron James. He's the guy who's like the Magic Johnson of the Dream Team. Get everybody together in the huddle, and he can still go and he can still play. There's no question about it. But Ant-Man, just something about his personality when he walks into a room. Now, don't reach across the table and slap me, Skip. Please don't.
You're getting close. I can hear it in your voice. Are we about to go Jordan?
Hey, hold on.
It's
Hold
something
on.
about guys like that. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Ant-Man.
So you're putting him in that sentence.
When you walk into a room, it just brightens up. And that's how he is. Because he's not bragging. Like Jordan didn't brag, Kobe didn't brag. It's just what it is. Like you're gonna have to run it through me. Now, whether or not he was part joking or part serious, doesn't matter because everybody got the message and they're okay with that. They're not like, man, go sit down somewhere. They're like, okay, cool. Because he's showing you, if you allow me to do me, we're gonna be all right. That's what he's showing you. And so I know people like, oh, man, he should just pipe down. He hadn't won anything. Well, okay, that's fine. His personality won't allow him to do that. Those are the type of players that you always want to be around and play with. You know, Skip covering this stuff. You don't want to look down at the bench and look at a guy that just look like it's all over with.
Feel
defeated. You want somebody smiling and having fun out there because it's going to affect everybody else. No matter how good or bad it's going, he gonna let you know. Yeah. And that's what you're getting from this young man. And I can't wait to see the real Olympics when they get going in the next couple weeks.
Do you want him in the starting lineup?
I don't care who starts.
Do you want him playing more minutes than anybody?
No.
You know what, Skip?
Because all their minutes is about the same.
Likewise.
You know, I like the way that let the older guys go out. If they start slow or not, this is my energy group.
They all averaged around 19 minutes.
They did.
I mean, the guys, you know, they all.
Kerr and company did a good job because everybody got about the same.
Everybody got about the same. And then you get down to the three dudes that I have no idea who they are.
I don't know who they are.
Davis and Callaway and all that. I'm like, I don't know who these Galloway and them are. Where they find them at?
Agreed. I still couldn't figure out why LeBron was still on the floor with 3.5 minutes left in the game of what was becoming a blowout, just to make sure he got up to his, what do you wind up
19.
with? 19 minutes. I think almost 20. You could round up to 20. But the point was, he needed a couple of more minutes late, and maybe you just want to get a little run in just to get your legs.
Who knows?
I mean, you know, they haven't been playing for so long. They got to get their legs back. You know, a lot of guys been sitting for the last couple of months. You got to get, you know, game legs back.
And they probably was running certain sets in those last 3 or 4 minutes that they needed to see as a coaching staff, with him on the floor.
Down. Yeah.
Okay. Here you go again with your comparisons where you can't help yourself and you're lifting him into the same sentence with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and Magic Johnson. That's
Smiling
what you just said.
and having fun, baby.
Okay, just energy-wise, I'll give you most of that. Most of that. Not
That's
all
I'm
of it,
talking
but
about.
most of it. He was, to me, Russell Westbrook last night. That had Westbrookian sort of impact. The way Russ comes off the bench for the Clippers or how he's been doing a little bit for the Lakers. But the point was this late career Westbrook energy that he comes off the bench with. Last year for the Clippers, every time Russ came in the game, it just ignited. It just went all over. Sometimes it ignited out of bounds and off people's hands, but it ignited. And Ant-Man has the same kind of energy because he does have fearless energy, and he's not afraid of the moment. He's not afraid to shoot it, and he made his first shot, and they were kind of off to the races feeding off his energy. Yeah. So I love him in that role. That's perfect. Yeah, he is your classic sixth man or whatever you want to call it.
This team, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Then the other thing that stunned me was, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to go here. I'm the biggest Joel Embiid fan. He is woefully out of shape, like scary out of shape to me, where he looks like he could lose 15 or 20 pounds and be just fine. That's just me, and I love him. He is still, every time he steps on a floor with all those guys, he is still the biggest nuclear weapon on the floor. But last night, the guy you didn't put in your top 10 players yesterday, Anthony Davis, he looked like kind of top one to me. He looked like the best player on the floor.
You know, Canada is at a disadvantage.
They don't have height. They don't have height.
They don't have any size.
Okay.
I expect Anthony Davis to be this way. And Grant Hill said it on the telecast. He was like, I look for Anthony Davis to kind of, you know, be a key component to us winning gold.
Okay. So Joel is just grabbing and reaching because he's just not in shape. And he fouls out because you only get 5 in this, and it can really affect it, man, because it affects college games, as you well remember. If you in college, it just seems like you're playing with 4 fouls. You know, like it feels like you only get 4 because they go so fast. You're in foul trouble quickly.
He got 10 minutes a quarter? He got 5 in 12 minutes.
5 in 12 minutes.
Yeah,
and it's 10 minutes a quarter,
I think he's a little slow out there. I think a lot of that has to do with his knee injury, not being able to really get into shape.
Okay.
You know, he's been injured since the